Harness Central today is back on Mohawk Racetrack. We're a few days out from the final of the New Jersey Classic for $500,000. We've got Bob Young, who's got a starter, a good prospect, and Piece of the Rock. Bob, you're not training them. What's the story there?
When they go to the States, I just send my horses down. Art Imitates Life went to Eddie Hart for 2 and 3. Ronnie Coyne's a good friend of mine. He's stable in Jersey. That way I don't have to send any help or anything, and it just works better for me.
Now, you were saying there was some method to the madness behind sending him to the States, too. It wasn't just a case of sending him with somebody else. He had some issues up here.
Yeah, I sent him down there because of the whipping rule. He's a very lazy colt. A lot of rock and rolls are. It was almost an embarrassment here the night Roger drove me. I put him on the front end, and
that's Roger Mayo.
Yeah, and Roger kept tapping him and tapping him. He just wouldn't respond. You know, he's 40 cents in the dollar. He should have put in a better effort. I was expecting the colt to go out and win in 53. He gets beaten 55. So that was a Monday night. I loaded him on the van Thursday, sent him to the Meadowlands where they could be a little more aggressive with him, and he's responded real well.
This whipping rule, just straying for a moment, it just doesn't seem to go away. Forgetting about him for a moment, what's your overall thought on it here in Ontario?
I don't think we need the whipping rule here in Ontario at all. I think that the judges do their job. If a guy's too aggressive, fine him. Make sure the penalty is stiff enough. They'll get over it. They'll learn how to drive a horse responsibly.
All right. Your guy couldn't win a race last year and was gelded. Is this all part and parcel of his issues?
He was gelded in March as a 2-year-old. I'd come home. Some days he'd go out and he'd train real well and he'd be really aggressive. The next time, 2 times you train him, he didn't care. So I said, that's enough. You know, I gelded him in March, and he was second last year in the Metro Consolation, raced real well. We drew 9-hole in the Champlain and 9-hole in the Nassagaweya, 9-horse fields. We ended up 5th and 6th, which was fine, but I put him away sound. He's come back sound this year. He's good gated, and you know, John liked him the other night. First time he drove him, he said he's a nice colt.
Yeah, that's John Campbell. What's your feelings about the final?
We have to draw well. As far as I'm concerned, All Speed Hanover looked very good the other night.
And 4 to Hanover on the outside, taking aim first over 124 and 2. Well rated BG's Folly. Piece of the Rock trying to squeeze on through there. All Speed Hanover sizing up BG's Folly as Foreign Officer and World of Rock and Roll try to rally on the outside. All Speed Hanover game. BG's Folly on the inside. All Speed Hanover. All Speed Hanover. BG's Folly. And then it was Piece of the Rock tight next with the World of Rock and Roll and 4.
And after his first start, he paced All Speed did in 49.3. Was very good the other night. I think he's the horse to beat.
How will you play it with this horse, let's say in the next 45 days?
He races Saturday night, Jersey Classic. He comes home here for the North American Cup of Limbs, and hopefully he's in one of the races the following Saturday night. And I didn't stake him the month of July. He doesn't have a stake again until the Oliver Wendell Holmes. It'll be 10 starts after the North American Cup, so I never staked him the month of July. He'll start again at the Oliver Wendell Holmes.
Ray Schnitker made a comment to me about One More Laugh, not specific to him, but he said, Harold, really, this year, it's a matter of survival. It's you're not going to be able to, hump away week after week after week. You've got to let up on them at somewhere, and that sounds like what you're doing too.
Exactly. From August on, he'll race pretty well every 2 weeks. He's in the Battle of Brandywine. He's here in the Simcoe. He also goes to the Jug. He's got Lexington. He's got the Matron. You can't go every week. You know, if he's going to survive and be a horse for me even next year, I have to give him a break sometime this year.
Okay. Well, good luck Saturday night and the weeks ahead.
Thank you very much, Harold.
This is Harold Howe with Bob Young giving you the Harness Racing Edge.